In a stunning turn that is shaking global politics, the White House has unveiled a Ukraine peace proposal that analysts say mirrors almost every major demand of the Kremlin. A plan that could redraw borders, weaken NATO's influence, and reshape the future of Eastern Europe. Tonight, we break down the controversial blueprint, a proposal critics warn could force Ukraine to surrender both land and sovereignty, while giving Russia the pathway it has long sought. This is a Globe Media analysis on global events, history, and the geopolitical calculations shaping our world. After months of shifting positions on the Ukraine war, President Donald Trump appeared to finally settle on a strategy. For weeks, he signaled pressure on Putin by approving limited sanctions and allowing Europe to finance new weapons for Kiev. At one point, he even hinted at sending Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine, before abruptly reversing course after a private conversation with the Russian leader. But that cautious approach collapsed when a 28-point peace plan emerged, a plan that Ukrainian officials say they did not help draft, and European allies did not even see. The proposal demands sweeping concessions from Ukraine. Kiev would be forced to surrender territories in Donetsk and Luhansk, recognizing them as part of Russia. Ukraine's military would be capped at 600,000 troops and banned from obtaining long-range weapons, and no NATO forces would be allowed on Ukrainian soil, a key Russian objective for years. In return, all sanctions on Russia would be lifted, and Moscow would be allowed to rejoin the global economy. For Putin, it would be a diplomatic victory framed as peace. Trump imposed a sharp deadline. By Thanksgiving, Ukraine must accept or face consequences. The message is clear. Declining the deal could risk losing American military and intelligence support. Ukraine's president, Volodymyr Zelensky, called it one of the darkest moments in the nation's modern history. Accepting may cost Ukraine its dignity and defense capabilities. Rejecting may cost it its most vital ally. Across Washington, backlash was immediate. Lawmakers from both parties warned that rewarding Russia with territory would damage U.S. credibility and destabilize Europe for years. Meanwhile, White House officials confirmed the president supports the plan's direction, touting a future American-led reconstruction effort, one they compare to a modern Marshall Plan. But European analysts are alarmed. A weakened Ukraine, they argue, narrows the buffer between Russia and NATO and leaves the continent more vulnerable than before.